This is a video on my Smith& Wesson M&P 2.0 with a Crimson Trace laser. I just recently got some night sights added on to it. I've had it for well over a year now and put closer to 2,000 rounds through it. I haven't been shooting it a lot recently because of the so-called ammo shortage, and I haven't been able to get the 9. I've been shooting more 40, but this is definitely my favorite 9mm to shoot. This is my concealed carry weapon, my backup gun. Anytime I need a small gun, this is pretty much as small as I go. I have a lighter gun that's a revolver, but this is the most ergonomic pistol I have. It holds 9 rounds in the magazine and one in the head or it holds, 8 rounds in the magazine and one in the head for a total of 9 rounds of 9mm plus P. I'm not carrying anything special in it, just some 147 grain quantity. Um, it's just come back from the gunsmith and is unloaded and safe. It just come back from the gunsmith. I got some True Glow night sights added on to it. I already had the laser, but the laser wasn't correctly zeroed in, so I activate that. I just got it zeroed in, and I got a new battery put in it, and it's been working great. I really don't usually carry this gun much right now because it's the winter time. So I've been carrying a little bigger, like I said, 40 cals for most of the year. But this is what I pocket carry, if I pocket carry. This is my deep concealment gun. I'm gonna be having a range review of it soon, 1,000 round range review of it. I have a video doing a mag dump with it, along with my old M&P. Um, I had a short video I took down of it. I don't have much on this gun. This is probably my favorite gun just because of how unique it is. It's so small. It's probably my most ergonomic gun. I don't really think Glocks are ergonomic. I think they're great, but they got a lot of spots they can improve on as far as ergonomics and grip angles and things like that. But I like the texturing on it. Over the years, the texturing hasn't worn. I mean, it's not like it's brand new, but it's still very aggressive grip. Even if your hands are wet, then you can still get a good grip on this. I use the pinky grip extension 90% of the time because that's the best way for me to grip it. If I use the flat base plate, I don't have any of them with me. I can't really get my pinky over it, which isn't a problem. It's still shootable without the mag extension. This magazine actually doesn't work. I use it for dry fire. I've been trying to find some factory springs because I only use factory things in my carry guns. And when I look online, I can only find a bunch of aftermarket replacement springs, and I'm not comfortable putting them in. This is a magazine I had brought from a pawn shop a while back, and it worked for uh, a few rounds. I used it a few times, and within the first range trip it stopped working, so now I just use it for dry fire so I can get that full pinky over it. I usually keep this one loaded most of the time unless I'm cleaning it or changing ammo or something like that. But I'm always pointing in a safe direction, just dry firing, getting used to having a good grip on it, activating the laser. The laser is actually in the perfect place, so as soon as you grab the gun correctly, your finger goes on the laser, but it's not light, so if you put your finger there and you're not pushing, or maybe you don't know it's there, you probably wouldn't activate it. Now, I have had some problems with this gun, mainly rusting issues, and I've heard other YouTubers and other people who've owned the gun just say they have some slight issues rusting. I'm gonna have to break the gun down to show you where most of it is. And I will say, before I get into it, it hasn't affected reliability at all. This is the only gun I've ever had that hasn't ever malfunctioned on me. Now, you'll see a little bit of it on the spring if it'll focus. I don't think it is. But most of my problem is in the trigger mechanism. The trigger mechanism is really gunky, and that could come from anything. It could be me. I do carry this gun a lot. It gets, drenched in sweat or whatever, what have you. Is I oil them, I clean them as much as possible. But right there in the trigger housing is really rusty, and strangely, the trigger is still smooth and it's reliable. But it bothers me because I feel like it will be smoother, possibly, or I don't know, maybe not more reliable because it hasn't malfunctioned. No matter what kind of ammo I put through it, hollow points, full metal jackets, heavy casts. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't malfunctioned. So I don't know about more reliable, but I just don't like my guns rusting up, especially my carry guns. But as long as it's not a problem with reliability, I'm gonna just run it and probably eventually send it off to Robar and get them to refinish it. The Armonite is a really good finish. The Armonite is one of my favorite finishes. Um, I say it's even tougher than a Glock. I just recently got a holster for this, but I don't see absolutely any holster where maybe a little up at the front. And I carried it for months inside the waistband, spring, summertime. But just go ahead and comment and let me know if anybody knows anything about this gun. I don't. Um, it's my favorite carry gun by far. I'll be coming with a shooting video of it soon. I just haven't been able to get to the range a lot soon, and it's hard to get 9 millimeter. I got a lot of 40, but I don't have a lot of 9 millimeter put through it. But I'll come with an all around 1,000 round review of it because I've had this gun a while, and I feel like I don't cover it enough. I cover a lot of Glocks and stuff like that. I don't really have a favorite company, but if I did, it probably be more M&P than Glock, just for the simple fact it's American made and they look better if you ask me. I won't say they're more quality than a Glock or anything, but they look better. They're more aesthetically pleasing. I like the finish more. It's been no more reliable than my Glock, but it's just as reliable, around the same price, sometimes cheaper. But go ahead and comment. Let me know if you got any experience with this M&P or 1.0, 2.0.